What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? Oh my God, I'm capping out on the vocals here, the sounds. There we go. Hopefully that's not blasting out your ears. What's going on, everybody? No agenda today. It's my last day off for the week. I'm finishing up a painting, hopefully finishing it up. And I figured, what the hell? What the hell? Let's go live. We did it last week. It was fun. I haven't done this in a while, and I'm slowly getting back into my channel's vibe. Unfortunately, I have to say pre-amico. It was a whole different animal back then, but it is what it is. Thank God for the Evercade and a whole bunch of other things. And if you were around before all that, then you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, I encourage you to go back. Go back into the library and check out a few things. I used to be just literally a sit and chat kind of guy. No serious anything really. It was kind of like I suppose, a grassroots movement to the old school way of, I'm talking about 2006, 2007 YouTube. I would just sit here and talk about thoughts once in a while. Eventually I got into playing games, and I kept everything low budget, as low budget as possible. So let's see. We got. I don't have my glasses again, so seeing names and everything. PJ Smith, what's going on, buddy? Loosely Connected. Hawaii. I love that name, by the way. See, Albert, this man is a creep. You gotta believe that, man. For real. For real. So how's everyone doing today? Can you even hear me? I hope so, because I plugged in my headphones that have the little microphone dealio, so I don't have to pull out the whole microphone and everything. I had to do some finagling just to get it to work. I gotta get my setup back. I gotta get my setup back. Lovely pick. Thank you. I appreciate that. I did it specifically for this chat. We're getting a spam call right now on the landline. Who fucking has a landline these days, right? Who has a landline? All right, let me just acknowledge the chat here. All right, we hear you, Loosely Connected says. Good. Good. I'm going to pin this message just so everyone can see that I'm saying thank you, as always. Always thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Whether you're here to engage, whether you're here to break balls, whatever it is, you know. I may get mad and spout off too, but I appreciate it no matter what. There's only a few people I don't like. And will never be nice to, but that's all right. That's all right. So what's on everybody's mind? What do you want to talk about? I'm trying to pick a color here. I got this big yellow blob all the way to the left there with the blue and the green. I'm trying to do something inside of there. I just don't know what color I want to use. Don't know what color I want to use. So I used to share my paintings on this channel when I was still in Arizona. Like a lot. A lot. And we used to do a lot of art on this channel as far as like building props and model kits and horror related stuff. I've moved my guitar stuff over to my blog, The Creepy Crawl. You can find that in the description of most videos. I don't think the description will be in this one just yet. I actually have to physically go in there. Like the defaults only come to be if I do everything in YouTube Studio. If I do it from my phone, or if I do it, through OBS, which I've done today, I don't get I don't get all the default settings. So you're not gonna be able to see it there. But any other video should have that link. It's called The Creepy Crawl. It's not hard to find. Are you going to have videos? Yeah, of course I'm going to have videos, my friend. I'm actually in the middle of working on my legit Evercade review, and I got an announcement to make in that review that I think a lot of you might get a little excited for. I hope so anyway. I do know over at Atari.io, we're celebrating. Okay, a couple of years ago, we did this thing called the Pizza Party. If you're not a member of Atari.io, you know what? Hold on. Do I have an IO image here? Let me pull one up. Let me pull one up. Hopefully I still have one somewhere around here. Image. All right. Atari IO. Let me try an existing one. Oh, I guess I don't have one in here. Interesting. All right, never mind. If you're not a member of Atari IO, you're going to be missing out on a lot of stuff. A couple of years ago, we did this pizza party where I went into a pizza shop and streamed live. I think I brought my Flashback Portable, Atari Flashback Portable. And, I mean, right now, no, I can't, bro. All right, let me give you a little bit of history here. I had this Mac Pro, okay? A buddy of mine was like, dude, you need to start streaming, because I never streamed. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't have the setup. I don't have the games and all that. You know, you got to go and get a lot of capture stuff, and I'm not technically savvy that way. I know enough to be dangerous. So he had a couple. He works in tech, so he had a couple of laptops just sitting around. So he set one up with OBS and a whole bunch of emulation and stuff, and we were going good on that. And that had no problem, you know. I video whatever. I spilt the soda into the fucking thing, and now it's dead. So I went out during the holidays, just before the holidays, and bought this laptop. It's an Asus. You know, it doesn't have a lot of specs, but I figured it would at least be able to handle that. And the more I use this stupid thing, the less it does. It's weird. Now, mind you, I only spent about $200 on the thing, if that. I don't remember exactly how much I spent, but I did that just to get by for now, and I just haven't been able to acquire the equipment. Now, that same buddy has mentioned a few times that he has a few more of those laptops, so he's willing to set up for me, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to get my own, but you guys are just going to have to be patient with that. So sooner or later, yes, I will have video during my stream, and there will be actual gameplay on my stream. To answer that question, to make a very long story short. Actually, it wasn't a long story. My laptop's dead. I just haven't been able to get a new one that's worthy. So that's really all there is to that. But there will be no video in this stream. So if that's something that bugs you, then, you know, if you get a blast, that's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, over at Atari IO, we're going to be doing a whole summer of things. There's going to be a lot of score challenges. We're going to do like a pizza party thing. There's going to be it's going to be all kinds of stuff. Actually, let me pull it up on my phone. And I can read the message I got from the man himself, Justin, the leader over there, the guy who started it all. Oh, he gave it to me all in voice messages. No, the Pizza Party Summer. June 15th to July 31st. You know what? Let me save this image. Let me see if I can't save this image, and I will put it up on the screen. I got to do a screenshot, though. But there's a lot of really fun activities going on, and I'm not really trying to sell you on Atari.io, but there's something really big that I'm going to be involved in over there that I think a lot of people are going to be interested in. And hopefully you guys will come join me over there for what I have planned. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. I promise. But if you're not even into that one thing I'm going to be doing, there's a ton of other stuff going on over there. I didn't mean for this to be a sales pitch for a website, but I can't talk about them enough. It's a great group. It's there's no bullshit over there. And that's what I really like about them. They start off as 7800.com, and I used to be part of their chat every Wednesday night. We used to do Wednesday night chats where they would give stuff away, and it's a really fun group of people. Again, no nonsense, no bullshit. That's why I don't go into like AA forums and stuff like that. It's our age, not Alcoholics Anonymous. I just can't. I can't do it. It's just too much going on. Too many fucking topics. Too many people. And unfortunately, too much bullshit sometimes. Too much bullshit. All right, so let me do this. Let me see if I can't Let's do this. Let me make this thing smaller. Whee! Move this over. I don't know if you're going to be able to see any of this. Hopefully you can. I'm about to add an image. Give me one moment here. I'll just call it summer. Yeah, I'm literally setting up the stream right now as you're listening. All two of you. But I got something with the Evercade coming up. Plus, I'm working on all right, that's going to be in here. In my screenshots. I'm working on my actual review of the Evercade right now. So I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with what I got to say. Just to give you an idea, though, the whole... There we go. Let me put it right here. Let me put it right here. Bam! Technology, you cheap whore. That's going to give you my full insight. But I will say this. The best thing about the Evercade is the value it represents. It's an amazing value for what it is. And I've been having a good time. I honestly stayed away from it until the Atari Lynx collections came out. And then I was like, okay, I need one of these things. I need one of these things. And I finally got one. And I thought it was going to be one. Okay, so this is how it usually goes with me. I'll buy something, I'll be excited, and I'll never touch it. I'll never touch it. Once in a while, I'll bring it out for a video, and that's all it'll become. And not this thing. I'm constantly diddling with it. I fucking love my Evercade. Absolutely love it. And if you don't have one, well, if it's your kind of jam, I suggest getting out there and getting one now. A lot of good things coming down the pike, from my understanding, through Evercade. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're buying the same old games over and over again here, but it's a convenient way to play them. The collections are great, and if you think about it, the Atari Lynx never gets love. It never gets love anywhere. Once in a while, there'll be like a game on a flashback thing, or whatever. Very rarely do you see the Lynx ever getting in love, and a lot of that has to do with it didn't get as much love back in the day because the Game Boy dominated, even though it was the inferior product. TurboGrafx had a better handheld. Sega had a much better handheld. The Atari Lynx, you can go 50-50 on if you think it was a better handheld. It was fucking huge, and the screen was kind of washed out, but it was a fun system, and it had games that, in a way, you couldn't get elsewhere. I mean, of course, like games like Paperboy and shit like that were on it too, but summer games and all that. But it was just an interesting system. It was great. It just ate up batteries, and it just was not economically worth it. Honestly, it really wasn't. But I've wanted a Lynx for quite a while, and still don't have one. Yeah, they're hard to get, and they're expensive. Very expensive, dude. Excuse me, I'm still drinking coffee. Coffee all day, man. All day coffee. So whenever I saw that they had not only one Lynx collection with a lot of great games on it, but two. And if I remember correctly, they launched together. I was like, I got to support this company. I own Sega's handheld battery eater. Stacy, what's up, bud? Yeah, man, I had one too. Not when they were new. I got one at a Goodwill for like $4, and I played Dracula on that thing so much. I didn't play any of the Sonic games because there was still the screen wasn't any good, and it was blurry, and but. Like, I played Dracula on it. Actually, that's the only game I can really remember playing a lot of. I did play others, but Dracula was just the only one I really, I don't know, call it a creep thing. I love my movie monsters. I love monsters. I am a fucking monster. You better believe it. But, yeah. The Evercade spoke to me in a way that the Retro VGS did. I'm not saying the other name it became. If you want to look it up if you don't know. Looney says, I totally understand the tech frustrations. I bought a notebook computer used cheap, and it has been a little bit more than a glorified tablet. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Plus now the project spread between 3 computers. Oh, shoot. Trying to get all of those projects on one computer. I do have, I think it's a 1 terabyte external hard drive. And I should put a lot of the programs on there. Like I've been trying to get off the ground this ET game. And I'm using NES Maker. But it's not going very well. In fact, I got a video about that coming up. I'm not quitting on it. It's just going to be a long-ass project. But on this computer, it's garbage. So I'm going to have to put a lot of stuff aside. Now, mind you, I have this purple, it's called Vivid Violet. And I'm making little polka dots on a yellow patch of paint while I'm talking about all this. And to me, it just seems bizarre. But that's all right. That's all right. If you follow my Milieu Macabre Instagram or Facebook page, MILIEU, that's my art stuff. That's what I call my studio, if you call it that. You'll see this painting. It's a giant wood panel. And what I've been doing a lot lately is finding panels with interesting wood grain and isolating each section of the wood grain with a color and then just going from there. And this one started off as a fuck, but it's actually turning out pretty well. Okay, let's see. I need an external drive for all my CL files and various digital art files. Yeah, I'm slowly getting to the point where I think I need to do that too. I've gotten rid of a lot of my STL files. Actually, a lot of them died with my other computer. Things that I've made myself. I'm not good at CAD, so if I got something together, I was pretty proud of it. If I kept it. I have a base for a model kit that I put together. It's like the little Razor Crest from Bondi. That was popular last holiday season. And I promised a dude in a group I'd give him one. Because he's the one who inspired me to, go the next step with the model kit. And that file's gone. And the dude never got one. I mean, I could always just give him the one I made for me, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Get Etsy shop from Milieu Macabre. Oh, I do have an Etsy shop. I do. And again, in my descriptions, not in this one because, again, when these things go up, the defaults aren't added, but I will eventually. But if you go into any of my other videos, again, it's Milieu Macabre. It's Milieu Macabre. MILIEU MACABRE. And it's basically French for creepy environments. The milieu of the room is, you walk into a room, you're like, oh shit, I think something was going on here. You can just tell somebody was arguing or fighting or something like that. That's what a milieu is. Let me write this. You can search that name on Facebook. You can search that name on Instagram and Etsy, and I should pop up, no problem. No problem whatsoever. So if any of you are interested, I'm going to have a lot of my paintings up there pretty soon. I'm just trying to find a way to get decent pictures of them. Again, I'm just using a cell phone. Cell phone and whatever lame lighting I have here in the house. So it is what it is. The Evercade's been wonderful to me. Only had it, a couple weeks now? I love the Evercade. I'm glad it came into my life. I really am. I bring it to work. I'm pretty sure if I go to appointments, I haven't had any doctor's appointments or anything, but anything like that where I'm just going to be sitting for a while, I'm sure it's going to go with me there too. Dance competition is all over, so I don't have to worry about that. Dance competition is the worst. I hope my daughter, well, you know what, she knows. Because I go it's me and the two daughters, right? Sometimes one daughter doesn't go. I mean, of course, the one that's dancing has to go. And it's like you sit there and you go through all these dances and you're just sitting and waiting for like 2 dances that your kid's going to do. But my lady gets to get up and help her with costumes and makeup, you know? So I literally sit there for 9 hours in one chair. Once in a while, I get up to take a piss or maybe get a snack if we're lucky enough to have a snack bar. Because they're usually done in school auditoriums or, in school auditoriums. But I used to bring my Atari Portable to those all the time because you'd just be sitting there and sitting there. Dan Campbell, oh my God. Hey man, saw you on, just wanted to pop in before I got into a meeting and say hi. Thanks for coming in, Dan. Appreciate it. I really do. Or if you prefer Daniel. I don't remember. I don't remember shit. But I really do appreciate you popping in. I hope your meeting isn't... I hope you don't end up with one of those, what if scenarios at the end of your meeting. I hate those. When you're just about to wrap up a meeting and you get that one fucking dickhead that won't come up with 100 scenarios. But what about this? And what about this? Everyone wants to just take them out to the fucking dumpster and tickle them. Tickle them with razor blades. That's what I'd like to do to that person. That's why I don't host meetings anymore. Too many people got killed. Oops, my bad. Oh man, so I really don't have anything else to talk about. I would really like to stay away from the A word. That one console that's been hounding us for the past fucking 3 years. I'd like to stay away from that if we could, so. Technically, I'm the only one who's brought it up, so what the fuck? What the actual fuck? But yeah, the Evercade. I suggest you get that. I suggest you go over to Atari.io. Good people, good times. The High Score Squad Challenge every 15 days it changes. And there's a lot of subgroups. We're starting to have like little clubs there, right? And there's one that's being hosted by Sabretooth, good cat over there, called the VCS Club. Great, he's killing it. Just killing it with this club. Really good stuff. So there'll be challenges within that. So it's like you have your typical forum, right? Your typical forum. Now we got these clubs. There's also blogs over there. And if you get a YouTube channel, they're very welcoming and giving you your own space to share your videos and your content. There's a great trading community over there. It's just, I haven't talked about them in a long time. But it is. It's a great group of people. And again, if you've known me for a while, you know that I don't seem very active. And that really has a lot to do with my anxieties in life, unfortunately, But I am there. A lot of people are like, oh, Creep's finally over here. It's like, no, I'm there. It's just something really spoke to me, and I was able to confront my fears and make a comment on it. So I'm always in the shadows of people's stuff. I don't know where I was going with that. But that's how I am with I.O. too, Sometimes I just kind of view from afar and don't participate. And that's all my personal doings. There's nothing to do with anything but me. And it's also the reason I don't get involved in AA. Atari Age. When the Amico stuff first came up, I was like the cat. I was like, no, I don't mean like number one on YouTube or anything, but I was the guy that was most regularly putting out videos about it. People were like, dude, how are you doing? I worked part-time and I was home a lot. That's really all there was to that. So I started getting a little bit of a name and recognition over there. So people were trying to pull me in. And I was over there for a little while. I don't know. Like even just that one topic You disappear for an hour or two, and there'd be like 500 replies. It's like, how the fuck does anyone keep up with any of that? I don't know. Hey, Butthead, on bad days, reach out. I'm sure we can find something to laugh about. Nah, I don't even mean like that, but I really do appreciate that, Stacy, though. I really do. 100%. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. But I don't mean it like that. Here's the thing. If I comment on this video, and then I comment on this post, or I comment on this, and then I comment on that, more than likely there will be responses. So now I'm responsible for having to go into the responses. And then it's like somebody else will respond to it. So now you get 2 or 3 people. This is just one comment. Hey, I like your video. I think you should go with the color magenta. Whatever it is, Pick that console color. And then there'll be a comment. Yeah, creep, I'm with you on that one. Some guy's like, well, I like the blue one. Another guy's like, oh, blue reminds me of a dickhead. And I don't know. And then it just gets overwhelming. And then people ask questions. And it's like, And I know what you're saying. You're probably like, well, what the fuck are you doing on the internet then for? Therapy. Making these videos is fucking therapy. Stacy, I appreciate you, my friend. I genuinely do. Thank you. And everyone else who's ever reached out. But that's all it is. It's. I get overwhelmed real quick, which is weird because in emergency situations, I'm on it. I found that out working corrections 13 years. That when the shit really hit the fan, I was focused, calm, cool, collected, was able to get shit done. And I'm not talking just violence. I very rarely used my hands in my last handful of years, Of course, when I first started, I was young, dumb, and full of cum and ready to fucking take on the world. And I ended up on a lot of incident reports. And it stressed me out. I actually burn out. I got to a point where my unit administrator was like, take a week off and then come back on the overnights. So, hey, what's going on, buddy? I love it when this cat comments because it's always gibberish. Hello, people. Love it. Hey, how you doing? I never know really what to call you, so I just call you Mick for the MC at the end. So, I have no idea what those Fecklin, I don't know. I love when that cat comments. I don't know if it's a dude or a woman or what, but hell, for all I know, it could be one of the lizard people. Sorry, I'm painting. Boop, 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 boop. Just making little fucking violet dots all over that yellow part on the right or left. Yeah, thanks for coming by, man. I'm a clown robot. A green-hearted clown robot. That's going to be my next band name. And the upside-down smileys. Green-hearted clown robot, the upside-down smileys. That's going to be my next fucking project. It'll be one song. So what? Metallica's version, of course, because it's got a lot more to it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to paint anymore. I'm bored. Let me move this aside. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just keep looking at it. I'll look at the chat and I'll look at it. And as things come up, I'll throw a little bit of some paint love into it. It's the only thing that keeps me calm, It's the only thing that keeps me calm. Where the fuck is my black? I just bought a brand new bottle of Mars Black. It's one of those colors. It's fucking super dark. It's like you're seeing black, but there's no more black than this. None more black. It almost makes my piece here look like there's a void in the middle. Like somehow I painted around a black hole. I don't know. So go over to Atari.io. Check it out. I promise you won't regret it. Just don't go over there with your attitudes. I know the people who are in here now don't really strike me as that, but it's an attitude-free zone, which is not to, you know, and it's funny, whenever you say that, people are like, so I can't have my opinion? Well, you can have your opinion, just don't be a dickhead. I don't understand why people can't differentiate the difference between having an opinion and being a dickhead. Because there is a real solid line there. It's not even a fine line. It's a pretty solid line. I mean, there's one thing saying that you like something and you disagree. I think it all goes back to trying to win a conversation versus having a conversation, but I don't know. I don't know. Get some more coffee here. So, how many we got in here? Only 2 today. Only 2 for now, right? That's okay. That's okay. I just feel bad. I don't really have a topic. I was kind of hoping someone would springboard that for me, but oh well, what are you gonna do? I can't seem to. Hold on. Let me get this going here. All right, there we go. I'm back in. I got kicked out for a second. My own fucking stream. How's that? Retro advisory board. You know what? Speaking of you, and I think you were involved in something the last time I streamed. I guess there were a lot of people going back and forth, and I didn't see it, so I apologize for not intervening. So what do you got to say? Are you telling me there's not enough room over there for my attitude? Dude, no then. Oh man, hey, how come we can't watch you work? Okay, we're gonna go back to Patty. First of all, it's a great name. The equipment I used to stream with is dead, and what I have now won't support video. I don't know why it's not doing it. I don't. The camera's on. I mean, I could try. Again, but for some reason, this thing just does not like to do video anymore. It's a cheap laptop. It was only $200. I'm trying to get my setup back together. I mean, I could try. Let me see if I can't get a video capture thing going on here. Video capture device. The other thing is it also bogs down the stream for some reason. So I don't know. Yeah, see? You see that right there? My camera's on. And then I can go into the defaults and try to figure out, you know, why it's not doing anything. Let me go into the settings. Yeah, it's not going to let me. It's not going to let me. OBS virtual camera. What the hell is this? Oh, that's an app I had on my phone. Yeah, see, it won't do it. That's why. So I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to delete it for now. I think in the next couple of weeks I'm going to start working on getting some new equipment. I really miss the old days of getting on here and just acting the fool and then having fun with you guys. And I just really need to get off my ass. Does the camera work? We're not in streaming. I believe it does. Yes. Yes, it does. Something with OBS in my laptop is not communicating. Don't worry about it. If you want, I can pull out the webcam. Let me at least do that, and at least try to get that set up, because I do have to do a video here pretty soon. I'm going to be doing an acrylic pour on a guitar body, and that's going to be over on the Creepy Crawl. I'll just show you what I'm doing. I just don't have anything to prop this up on. I got nothing to prop it up on, but yeah, I wouldn't worry much about it. You don't miss anything. I mostly mind my own, but the line shrugs. It happens. Yeah, dude. I mean, I am worried about it, and I'm not worried about it. You know. Let me. Ooh. So I have my brush cleaner. I almost knocked that over on this laptop. That would have made me all kinds of screwed. All right. Let's see if this thing even turns on. Oh, it's not even turning on. It's a cheap thing. So the haunted humbucker. What is that? I need to know more about that. The haunted humbucker. Let's see. Have you looked in whatever you're using to stream? I've had that happen before and put on random defaults. Yeah, I literally was just doing that, Daniel. I went in there to set it as the default. I also gave it permissions and everything. The laptop camera just doesn't do its thing. So let me see if I can't get this thing going. I guess I'll just hold it. I'll have to hold it. Add video capture. Maybe I won't save this. Yeah, I'll just do it as that. Maybe I'll save it as. Yeah, it's not even seeing it now. It's not even recognizing it. Although it's not turning on either, so. It's just an old Logitech. Dealio. Let me try it this way. No, it's not even firing up. Okay, never mind. Never mind that idea. But we will. I'll get there. I'll get there, guys. I promise. I promise. We'll go back to the good old days of being able to see my ugly face. But your creepy guitar. Oh, yeah, man. The Haunted House Burst. No, I'm not doing a pour on that. I'm doing a pour on... this is Randy Jackson guitar I found on Shop Goodwill. I got it for like $30. And it's in wicked great shape, but I hate the blue burst. It has a blue burst to it, and I fucking hate it. I absolutely hate it. Oh, let me plug in my, let me plug back in my mouse. Absolutely hate it, but it's a great guitar. Oddly enough, it was sold on the Home Shopping Network. How bizarre is that? Do I have any pictures of it here in my laptop? I know I definitely do in my telephone, which is hooked up. Add an image. I'll call it RJ. But yeah, the Haunted House guitar, no, it's not that one. That one is almost ready. I have it assembled. I just have to connect the pickup to the switch and string it up. Give it a setup. Hey, Alex, what's up, buddy? What's going on, my friend? All right, let's see if I have a picture of it on my phone. Yeah, everything's bogging down now. This computer sucks. Dude, I had Windows 95 machines that were better than me. I bought this a year ago. The OBS is not responding now. Okay. But we'll get there, I promise. I promise we'll get there. Oh my God. That was a nightmare. Sorry about that. You lost me for a second. I don't know if that actually showed on the thing or not, but... Oh, man. I don't know. Gotcha. Just be OBS back when I used to stream more. Ended up switching to capture software because I had a lot of issues. You know what? I wonder... Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just need to invest in some capture software. That's really all there is to it, and just do it through UPS. What the fuck am I thinking about? Through YouTube. But hey, creep and chat. What's up, Jerome? What's up, man? You're not really coming into anything exciting right now. I haven't really done anything except to yapped about tech issues. All right, going back to little violet purple polka dots all over a yellow background. Yeah, that's weird. My Logitech camera, I don't understand why that's not working either, but it is what it is. Been playing Kangaroo for 2600. Fun game. Those are fun games. You know, after Donkey Kong came out, all these platform style games like that came out. And they put their own twist to it. It was great. It was fantastic. My favorite was Porky's. Porky's was a great game. I don't know if I have Porky's. The Wii U Nintendo 3DS eShops is closing March 2023. The only way Peach games and Nintendo, blah, 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 3DS. Oh, no shit. No kidding. Interesting. I didn't know the Wii U still had a shop. My Wii U was in a fucking box somewhere. It's modded too. That's where I got the hard drive from, the terabyte hard drive, because it has a whole bunch of Wii U games on it. My buddy hacked it up. And he knows how much I don't like Nintendo. He's like, fine, if you're never going to buy it, here. I might as well fucking pirate it for you. Oh, man. Nintendo, fuck you. Come after me. I don't give a shit. What are you going to get from me? Good times, though. Good fucking times. Jerome says, looking forward to Atari or in television stream someday. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to it, buddy. We'll go back to it. I promise. I promise. I mean, I could always just stream on my phone and just put the phone in front of the TV. Even for me, that seems archaic now. Even though that's primarily what I used to do until I got the Mac. That died. I'm really in this one. Holy shit, I picked wrong. This is boring. The Nintendo 3DS Wii U gift cards are on sale now. Cool, Alan. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I don't have a 3DS anymore. My 3DS finally gave up the ghost. I bought one used, or I got one used for my birthday from a friend. And it didn't have the 3D function, but other than that, it was fine. And I even made a video on how tough the thing was. I was on my porch playing. I put it down on the, on the little ledge of it. Leaned over, and the thing took a dive. It took a dive off I was on the second floor. And it survived. No problem. I picked it up and played it right then and there. Pretty cool system. I don't do handhelds too much, though. That's, again, what took me so long to get an Evercade. Because I don't like handhelds. I really don't. I fucking hate them. I can never focus on the handheld screens as well as I can, like on a big screen, just regular TV. I have a 3DS, just haven't used it in forever. Yeah, there is something satisfying about opening and closing one of those, especially closing. That special clop it did. Oh my God. So satisfying. I suppose that would be ASMR. Maybe that'll be my claim to fame. I'll do fucking 3DS ASMR. Just opening and closing the thing. You hear the stretching of the spring, and then that clop it makes when it closes. Very satisfying. Very, very good console. A lot of great titles. Where's my... Oh, I moved this so I didn't spill it all over my laptop. I love it. I have Porkies for the Atari 2600. It used to be my mother's cartridge. That's great. That's, you know, I like that. It could be any title. Could be any title. You know, I wish I had my mom's Nintendo stuff. I've told the story a number of times in the past, but there's a fairly new group of people here, so I figured I'd say it again. But the evercade's working out great. I'm noticing a few little glitches here and there, but Jerome, I got a video coming out, hopefully, if not tonight, tomorrow, talking about all my feelings on it. I just did like an unboxing and initial, but now we're gonna actually, I'm gonna like, and I'm putting up quotations, review it. And when I say review, I mean like in my style, you know. I'm just gonna talk about it. You're not gonna see a bunch of gameplay footage and all that. Oh, excuse me. The evercade's working out great. But okay, so back to my mom. She never really did this with the Atari, but when I got a Nintendo, she really liked it. She got into it, even though it was in my room. She hardly ever went up there. But once I started becoming like a teenager, you know, once middle school kind of kicked in, she figured I was, again, holding up quotes, too old for it. Okay, here's a grown-ass woman thinking her kid is too old for it, so she moved it down to the den. For those of you not in New England, a den is like an informal living room. It's like the family room, you know? Whereas we also had a fancy living room, which it just happened that way. We had a 4-bedroom house, and we had an extra room downstairs, so we would use that for like the TV room and stuff like that. And in the front of the house, we had a living room, a formal living room. So we weren't rich by any means, so don't make that sound like I had a fucking mansion. So she took the Nintendo down there, and then she bought Dr. Mario, I think it was. Dr. fucking Mario. And she played the hell out of that in Tetris. Played the hell out of it. And then eventually she got her own Genesis and played Earthworm Jim. Not Earthworm Jim. Oh my God. Oh, Toe Jam and Earl. She played a ton of Toe Jam and Earl. I wish I had those cartridges that were just hers, you know. That would be a nice little thing to have around here. But she got rid of them eventually. She just yard saled them or gave them to probably a young person from our church. My family was very involved in our church. My dad was a minister for our church, and up until my mom's death, she was involved with it 100%. And you know, she would have stuff like that, and she would donate it. And my mom was a really nice person. She was one of those rare, genuinely kind people. Now, when I was growing up, it was a different story. She had her own issues, like I do, dealing with certain psychological things, and they didn't deal with them, her generation, until, you know, later on in life. She decided to figure it out. So, but yeah, she was wonderful. She was a wonderful woman. So that's probably where that stuff ended up, and then probably ended up in the trash somewhere. All my stuff ended up donating. My nephew got all my Star Wars stuff. He destroyed them. He didn't even like Star Wars. I don't even think he's seen a single fucking movie. But my sister wasn't well off, so my mom's like, well, Chris, I'm going to give your sister some of your toys because you're now getting a little too old for them. Here I am, fucking 47 years old. I still buy toys. Porkies for the Atari. One of the biggest properties I'm pounding away. These stories deep in research. Right on. My pop used to play Duck Hunt. Yeah. Rest in peace, Dad. Rest in peace. My father couldn't give two fucks about a single video game. And it wasn't that he didn't like them. It just was never even on his radar. Not even close to any of his interests. I don't even think he's ever picked up a joystick. My sister was really big into Pac-Man. When we got Atari Pac-Man, she played the fuck out of it. I've never seen anyone get scores like she did on Pac-Man. Pac-Man and the original, I say the original, Space Invaders, when that first came out. We got that, or it came with the system. I don't remember. I can't remember if my parents bought it new or if it was like one of those things where, a family friend of the church was donating it or whatever, giving it away, yard sale. I don't know. I'm guessing we bought it because it was a Sears Telegames Heavy Sixer, and my parents had a Sears card. You understand, my dad, on top of being a minister, was VP in sales for a truck company. Sales being the key word. So our house was feast or famine. We always made do, though. My parents were really good that way, making sure we had exactly what we needed. And then once in a while, some extras. So my parents didn't have the money for shit like that. So they had a Sears charge card. So I could only imagine that's where that came from. But regardless, we got Space Invaders, which is what I played the most of. Space Invaders and Air Sea Battle, which on that system was called Target Fun. Telegames 27. And I'd play it alone. I don't give a shit. I love that game. I love the sounds of that game. I love everything about it. But she would come in. It was one of the only things that she would come in and fucking bully me out of. She'd be like, I want to play Pac-Man. Get up. And I'd be like, no. And then she'd make me get up. I was the youngest. I was like way younger than them. I was one of those, I can still get pregnant? What the fuck? I wasn't expected. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But my mom, yeah, she loved playing video games too, but they were always like puzzle games and stuff. Let's see, I'm saying I have an AV port modded Atari 2600, Nintendo Entertainment System, 2 Game Boy Colors, backlit modded Game Boy Advance. Nice. Looks like the DMG style. Oh, that's even better, man. That's awesome. Hey, TV's Hasselhoff. What's going on, buddy? Howdy, he says at the Atari Creep. How you doing, bud? Yeah, that's a nice, impressive collection you got there, my friend Alan. That's cool. Shoot me a picture, either on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, of that DMG Game Boy Advance. Or a little video of it. I want to see that. That's fucking rad. I mean, I'm sure it's something you can buy online, the kit to do it. Nothing too crazy, but again, I don't follow the handheld scene, so. But that sounds great. A backlit Game Boy Advance. That looks like a DMG. I have a DMG that looks like a zombie. Have you ever seen that? That's in my Amelia Macabre stuff. I still own it. I might put it up for sale. He's even holding a piece of his own guts. It's pretty rad. The screen has a digital face of a zombie or monster. Actually, I went more for like a Frankenstein's monster thing. He's got these arms that look like wires coming out and robot hands that I got from a Dollar Tree mech toy. It was just god awful. But they're great for fucking Greeblies. Oh, man. Good stuff. The Game Boy, man, it was something. I mean, it came out, it ate everything up. Much like Nintendo always does. Nintendo is very predatory. They really always have been. I don't like them. I don't know. I have a lot of nostalgia for them. And I think what it is I don't like them because they seem to take, when you're talking about retro, vintage, or old school gaming, however you want to call it, classics, Nintendo seems to come right up there at number one. I think a lot of that has to do with their stability in life. You know, they've been around for a long time, and there's no seeing them going anywhere for a long time. But a lot of people got into video games through the NES, you know. When the NES came out, a lot of people had no faith in video games. The whole industry was fucked because of my loves, you know. They just let anything happen. It was a Wild West. It was willy-nilly. And the market couldn't sustain it. It was fucked up. Stores didn't want to carry all this crap. There was too much going on and not enough information. And a lot of it was caca. The pride of my collection is my Vectrex. And as it fucking should be. It should be. Uh-oh, I mean that out of love. What did you say? What did you say, buddy? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I fucking just totally lost where I was going with that. I'm painting now, so don't mind me. Vectrex. I have an old girlfriend. And when I say girlfriend, I mean like I grew up with her. Whose brother had a Vectrex. The only person I knew. Same house that had a TurboGrafx. Never even heard of them until I walked in one day and saw Alien Crush. And I'd sit there with my blue trench coat, listening to the Styx Grand Illusion, or maybe even the Greatest Hits. And I'd play Alien Crush for hours and hours and hours. Nintendo was like a roach. It's not going anywhere. Yeah. Yeah. But in all fairness, they brought the whole thing back. I mean, single-handedly. I'm not going to lie. At least here in the States. In the States, they brought it back. And you got to respect them for that. Even I had NES. But I remember looking at this thing going, that's not an entertainment system. It's fucking video games. These lying sacks of shit and the robot, man. They knew the robot didn't work. But if you put a robot in there, now it becomes a toy. It becomes a toy and not a video game system. And I'm glad Atari didn't get to fucking make the system. If you didn't know, Atari was actually originally going to bring it out here in the States. Nintendo wanted a foot into the United States market, and they figured there'd be no one better than Atari. They thought wrong, yeah. Atari at the time was a fledgling company, just trying to fucking breathe. And Atari fucked up that, what could have been their biggest saving grace. And I'm kind of glad it didn't work out that way. I really am. I really am. Oh, look at this naked shit. Yeah, okay, whatever. Rob the robot. Alright, let me see if I can't get rid of this fucking spammer. Hold on. Somebody's creeping in. I know. Let me report them. Pornography. Hopefully that'll get rid of all those comments. No, I gotta delete them individually. That's it. Fuck it. I'm gonna leave them. I don't care. RFV and I are cool. No drama. Oh, okay. You and Retro Board Roger a hard time for not getting his video out. Oh, okay. I got you, man. I got you. But we never get to see his videos. You know, Retro Advisory Board, man, when he goes in, he goes all in. Can't really, can't really blame him. It takes a long time for him to make his videos. His style, anyway. And there's not a scrap of information Rab is not going to fucking put in there. I mean, if you've ever just gotten a comment back from Rab, you know what I'm talking about. Shit is thorough. Definition. But it is what it is. You know what, that porn thing, I suppose it's I don't even do porn. I really don't. But for this channel, it kind of fits in. Maybe I'll let that shit go. 60, 75 hours of production. Yeah, exactly. No, Atari didn't turn them down, Stacy. In fact, Atari did the opposite. Atari said, yeah, we'll work on this. I did a whole video about it. Look it up. The Atari Entertainment System, I think I called it. The Atari NES, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to find the link and put it there. But no, Atari was like, yeah, you know what? Let's do this. And their entire plan was to stall Nintendo from coming to the States so they could release their own console. And they had made a deal with Nintendo that would have been so valuable for Atari. And Atari didn't take it serious, thinking that, I think the 7800 at the time was going to be their saving grace. They saw what the Famicom was doing. They're like, you know what? There's still life in this. So let's stall this. And then what happened was there was I don't remember what year it was, but at one of those toy and gaming conventions or the E3, I don't know what the fuck. One of those big trade shows that come out every year for these electronics companies to show off their goods. They Coleco showed Donkey Kong playing on the new Atom computer, and it pissed off Atari's CEO at the time. So they got on the phone or they went into a room with fucking Nintendo at the same thing, saying, you know what, the fucking deal's off. Fuck you. And that's really all. I mean, there's a little bit more to it than that. But at the end of the day, it was just a simple smoke and mirrors tactic from Atari, being typical fucking Atari. Because I love Atari, but their history sucks. Their history really sucks. They did well, but they let a corporation that knew nothing about the industry take over, Warner Communications. Warner Communications thought the 2600 was going to go on forever. They didn't realize that this kind of media has to evolve. When the 2600 came out, they were already working on the Pro System, the 7800, or maybe the 5200. I can't remember which one. But they were already working on the new setup, and Warner said, fuck, no, what are you doing? This thing's selling like hotcakes. Why would we want to do it again? No one's going to buy two consoles. Parents are going to be like, I just bought you an Atari. They were wrong. They were wrong. And then they made that fucked up deal with Nintendo. It screwed up that relationship. And then Nintendo took over the world and thought that they were going to fucking bully everybody. They bullied Sony. Look what Sony did. I love Sony. I love my original PlayStation. It's the only disc-based system that I will give much love to. I keep trying, though. I keep trying. Alex, you died. Did I die on the stream? Or did I just die in a game? Fucking Captain Obvious over here. Seriously. That's what I used to call him. Look up Funny playing back Game Boy Advance DMG, Game Boy style. Okay. I'll look that up afterwards. I'll write that down right now. But there's something to say about Nintendo. I just don't fucking like them. They have this weird way of, you know, okay, fuck it. We will interweave a little Amico in here. You guys call the Amico cats a cult, and I guess I'm part of that cult. I don't know. Not really. I mean, I'm friends with them, and I have some of the same ideas as them, but I'm not. I'm realistic here. I'm for sure probably not going to see my Amico. And if I do, it'll be just a happy bonus. I'm not upset about it. It's just the way the fucking cookie crumbles, the way the cards fell. But Nintendo cats, that's a fucking cult. How many times have you guys bought Super fucking Mario Brothers? I'm dead serious. Me too. Me included. Me included. I mean, I bought, from Limited Games, I bought that Castlevania collection, which I haven't really done anything with. See what I'm talking about from earlier? A lot of times I'll buy this shit, and it just doesn't do anything. That's because I don't get into the living room too often. I'm not a TV guy. And then by the time I'm like, oh, I want to play a game, the ladies are in there watching TV or playing their games. And we have a Switch. But Nintendo cats, man. You put that N-word on anything. Maybe I shouldn't have said N-word now for the algorithm, but I meant Nintendo. Not anything controversial or racist. But you put that Nintendo on anything. It could be a pair of soiled fucking underwear. And dudes will buy it. Chicks will buy it. just because it has that fucking red logo. It doesn't matter what it is. It does not matter. And people will buy it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not picking on the people, so don't take it that way. Slippery slope, my friends. My stream did stall out. I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, no kidding. Cool. Thank you, bud. Dan Campbell says, I love Sony too. A lot of my friends call me Sony boy because of how much I only play. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I support them and have pretty killer customer service in my opinion. Cool. I've never had to deal with customer service on any level when it comes to video games. Luckily. Luckily. But yeah. All right, so Alex says my stream cut out. Okay. Nolan Bushnell was doing the same thing. 77, 78. Used lots of funds to chip designers. Yeah. He wanted to have it all to keep them out of the market. He even created multiple companies. One of them was to avoid lawsuits, really. Jaws was real popular, and he came out with that shark game under, I think it was called Horror Games, Inc., or something like that. But he was, Nolan Bushnell to this day is still an entrepreneur. He's still working on educational digital media in some form. The guy tried to launch a robot line. Of course, he started, in my area, it was called Chuck E. Cheese, but what was it called? Palace Pizza or Showbiz Pizza, something like that elsewhere. He started that. I mean, there's a lot of things that we grew up with that you don't even realize that he was involved in. Nolan Bushnell is a hero to creative people. He's not really like one of my heroes, but he was a hard businessman. And in business, it is what it is. You either shit or get off the pot. Pong, great example. I have no doubt he saw the Magnavox. I mean, everyone else does too. And said, yeah, we can get that out. No problem. Make it happen. And it happened. Andy's Tavern. The famous broken machine that was just too full of quarters. He's a cutthroat businessman. But it was a different time, too. They fucking partied a lot. They had board meetings in hot tubs, dude. He would hand the company credit card out and go get a couple of kegs and some fucking weed. We're going to get banged up here. And the company worked. It worked. Let's see. Did you know there is a port, live action, real actor Super Mario Brothers movie? Yeah. Are you talking about the one with John whatever the fuck and oh my god, what's his name? I love Easy Rider. In the movie Colors, he directed that one too. The hippie guy there. So him as Koopa. King Koopa? Yeah, I've seen it. Oh, look at this, more porn. Cocksucker. Get a real job. Gay Skyrim that I feel Super Mario Brothers. Skyrim, I've heard of Skyrim. Probably couldn't count on my hands. Right on. I bought both of those titles. Nice, yeah. Yeah, Skyrim I hear is a real popular thing. I didn't get into really anything past the original PlayStation. The original PlayStation. I had a PS2, don't get me wrong. But then you start introducing the two thumbsticks, and that's where gaming lost Chris. No joke. Everyone keeps saying, oh, man, you just keep practicing. Fuck, dude, I've been practicing since 1999. That's when the double thumbsticks came out, right? Something like around there, 98. Wait, the DualShock originally came out on the original PlayStation. I remember that. I don't know if they still called it the DualShock. It just had two thumbsticks, but I'm pretty sure it was still called the DualShock. And, yeah, once that happened, and then the games required it, I stopped. I tapped out. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Maybe I'm just getting too old. And people are still fucking jamming. You know, then you had the N64, and I hated the N64, and I still do to this day. I've given that console more fucking tries than I have people. I've had more. I miss my smoke gray one that I got for $5 like 3-4 years ago. I got it for fucking $5. It came with the controller, everything, and a couple of top shelf games. I think it came with a Mario Party. It came with a Pokemon Snap. It came with Mario 64. You know, the kid games, the ones that, you know, most people would have. $5 at a fucking flea market. The lady's just like, I just want it out of my house. I miss my red one. I think it's a great looking console. My watermelon red. I went through hell and back to get that. I never did get a controller for it though. I just had the console and the power supply, and then I just kind of pieced the rest together. I had a yellow controller and a couple of the just basic gray ones, and I won a hand painted one. I can't remember who I won it from, but it was like this giveaway here on YouTube. And it was like splatter paint, you know, it wasn't really anything too detailed, but it looked rad. It was in the early days of people customizing stuff. Pretty rad. Which reminds me, I have an Xbox One controller I need to customize for you guys. Jerome says, sounds gross. XX live action. You know what? I didn't know, but I did know. You know what I mean? Of course there is. That's what I mean. Of course there is. I want to see Luigi bang a Koopa. No, a Goomba. He already looks like a dickhead, right? I want to see him bounce on it until it goes up his rectum. Hey, what's up, Wade? What's going on, my buddy? Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Daniel says, I like some of the games on the N64, but the controller is dookie. They've released it on everything. Right on. The controller to me looks cool, especially if you have it laying on the table and you're looking at it from the direction of the shoulder buttons, like slightly angled. It has a really cool profile to it, really cool look. But you're right. It's like, what the fuck were they thinking? I mean, I get they were trying to be innovative, but and a lot of people love the GameCube controller. I don't like that one either. You got big buttons, little buttons. You got buttons here, you got buttons there. You got a trigger. You got this. You got that. I don't know, man. It doesn't take a lot to keep me entertained, but it does take very little to fucking push me away. You know? God damn. I had my own customized GameCube controller that I would bring to Smash Melee fucking tournaments. I was never very good, but I mainly did it to support a local game store called the Gaming Zone in Tempe, Arizona. They used to let us do retro nights in their game lounge. They were like one of the first people to do that. They had a storefront, but the rest of the store was a big lounge with TVs, and you could rent out the modern control, mainly modern systems, you know, for like on the hour, like you do at pool tables, that kind of a thing, or bowling. I mean, I don't think bowling's by the hour, it's by the game, but you know what I'm saying. They were the first place I ever saw do that. And they were doing that years and years ago. They would let us host a retro night, and we would bring a whole bunch of, everyone would just bring some cool shit that you never see. The Super Famicom wasn't really all that well known yet. I remember the first time I saw a Super Famicom, and I was like, I actually like our Super Nintendo better. I know I'm in the minority there, but I think the Super Nintendo, maybe it's a nostalgia thing. I just think it has better, it looks proper. It definitely looks like that time period's tech here in the States, you know, bland and square, but I like it. Purple doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I love the N64. However, those controller analog went, yeah, they did. It didn't help that a lot of the games told you to fucking go ham on them, you know? I mean, there were people just taking their thumbs off and grabbing it with their right hand and just going willy-nilly. And it was encouraged by the game, so. But I had my own, I got a really nice one. and I customized it, and it was pretty rad. And so I would go to these tournaments and get my ass handed to me, you know. And then eventually we were doing 8-person, what do you call it there? Mario Kart on the GameCube. I forget what that one was called. But we would have like, I don't remember how many GameCubes would be hooked up together, and there'd be a TV for each. It was fucking really wild how they set it up. Pretty good stuff. And I would jump into that. I always did a little bit better on that. But you get these cats that were hardcore into the competitions and shit, and they were all about that trophy. And the one thing about, especially Melee to me, is it's just too much going on at one fucking time. I just can't do it. Ron Jeremy plays Mario. Oh, yes. I've seen pictures. Yes. And that's how I would picture Mario in real life. Ron Jeremy. If you don't know who Ron Jeremy is, look it up, but be prepared. Be prepared. That dude's got yeah. He's ugly as fuck, but he gets it because of what he's got, what he's packing. But, yeah. CM Retro, what is up? I hate typing on my phone. Yeah, I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you on that. What's up, Creep? Good to see you. I already saw that from Wade. Ron Jeremy, yeah. Pretty cool stuff. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap this up here in a few seconds. I'm almost done with my polka dots. My violet, I don't know, what was the color called again? It's called Vivid Violet. So if you like guitar stuff, if you like people doing acrylic pours, I'm gonna record that today. There's gonna be like no commentary or anything. It's literally going to be just a process in real time, and hopefully it comes out well. I've never done an acrylic pour. Basically, an acrylic pour is exactly what it sounds like. You mix your paint with some kind of a medium that makes it a little more fluid, and you literally pour the colors in different, there's many different ways to do it. And you either adjust the canvas to move the colors around, or you use air, or you use fire. I'm going to do what they call a swipe technique, where I put the colors in a straight line up and down, and then I drag against them, and then I take a little torch and I pop the bubbles to make what they call cells. I have the silicone oil that I'm going to put in the colors. Excuse me. That helps produce those cells, and I hope it comes out good. Because if not, I'm going to be paying some guy $200-300 to do it. I'm really stuck on the idea of having an acrylic swipe pour on the Randy Jackson guitar. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, all that's over on my vlog channel. And yeah, I am. I'm promoting it. But that should be going up here in another day or so, hopefully tonight. I haven't done the pour yet. I'm probably going to set up to do that when I'm done here. And then I'm going to finally get lunch. What time is it? Yeah, it's like 3 o'clock. I don't have lunch. I haven't had my lunch. I have egg salad I made last night. I might just have that. Egg salad. I like to put relish in my egg salad. A lot of people get grossed out by that. Or have pickles, which I don't have pickles. I do have relish, though. Which is the same difference, right? Same difference. All right, I finished the polka dots. I finished my vivid violet polka dots. And you know what? I honestly don't like it. But that's all right. It's not here. Donkey Dong. Yes. I want to see some Donkey Dong. Go see Ron Jeremy's movies. But, dudes and dudettes, if any kid happen to come in, like 330 years. Okay. Cool. of every STD in the universe. Dude, that's crazy. Full of. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. But yeah, I'm gonna call it that, guys. I'm gonna let you go. And this wasn't much of a productive stream, but it was cool enough. It was cool enough. I know they tend to go a little bit better when there's actually a topic, but you know, I like to leave it up to you guys sometimes to say, this is what's on my mind. You know, where do you sit, creep? And thank God, no Amico stuff really truly ever came up. So, guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, even through all these tech issues. A couple of you have inquired about that in the stream alone. And I really just need to get off my ass and make things happen, because I have big things coming up. Really big things. A lot of it involves Atari.io and that pizza party summer. If you haven't joined IO, go check them out. Really good group of guys. I can't say it enough. And gals. There's actually some really rad gals in there too, which is rare. I mean, I know chicks love video games too, but I don't know. In my experience, it's rare to have. But you get what I'm saying. I'm not going to go any further than that. Just fucking step on my tongue here. Put my foot in my mouth, which I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if I step on my tongue. But it's a really great place, and I've never been asked to sponsor them or you know, pimp them out. I'm not getting paid for it. I don't have any investment in it. I just prefer that to other groups. And maybe if I keep pimping it out and too many people get in there, I'll fucking leave there too. But yeah, hold on. You had a babysitter back in the 70s trying to feed me bologna and relish. Oh, fuck her. Oh, dude, you should have punched her right in the old fucking baby maker. Right in the gash. Stream was good. Always good to hear from you. I appreciate that, TV's Hasselhoff. I love that name, man. TV's David Hasselhoff. It's fucking great. And if it turned out to be actually David Hasselhoff, you have no idea how ecstatic I would be. I'd be fucking loading all over the floor right now. I'd have to get a mop. David Hasselhoff is fucking awesome. I fucking love Knight Rider. One of my favorite shows. I remember the teaser for Knight Rider. It was Thursday nights I would watch both the Dukes of Hazzard and the Hulk. I promise. I'm going to sign off after this. And all of a sudden they showed this desert with like a purple gradient. And it showed the General Lee doing something. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere came this fucking Pontiac with a little swirly light in the front. And I'm like, ooh, my little young self is excited now for whatever this is going to be. And it kind of took over Dukes of Hazzard for me. I still love Dukes of Hazzard. I don't give a shit. But yeah, man, if you ever turned out to be the real David Hasselhoff, I would fucking mess my shorts. But guys, I hope the rest of your afternoon goes well. I hope your weekend is cool. I know you still have one more day to go, but today ends my weekend. So hope you're doing well. Happy Father's Day to all of you out there that have little fucking maggots like me. That you love dearly, I hope, and they love you as well. And hopefully they treat you like the kings that you guys are this weekend. And with that, guys, I hope you're doing well. And until next time, take care, keep it real, and bye-bye.